everyone, it's Lizzie. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys how I set up my monthly budget step by step. So if this is something that you are interested in and you're wanting help on, then keep on watching. So today I'm going to show you how I am setting up my October budget and the steps that I take. So the first thing that I always do with every single month is I pull up my calendar, and now you can use your phone, you can use a planner, you can use like a whiteboard calendar. It's totally up to you, however you plan on writing out when your bills are due, but I just like the calendar view. And I'm using a new calendar setup, so let me know if you guys like it in the comments. I'd be interested to hear your thoughts. But this is my calendar view, and I just went ahead and I filled in the month for what I have going on. So what you want to really think about is, or what's nice about having the monthly view is you can actually see everything of when birthdays are, when you have events, anything like that, you will keep in your calendar. So looking at my month, I have all of my bills written in red. I don't know why, that's just, I like it written in red. And then for the birthdays, I have those in blue. And then any like holidays or things like that, I will just make a note of that as well. And also what I did here is I am going away for work on a work trip, and I'm going to be going out of town. So I leave on Sunday and I will be there up until Friday. And I don't really like being away from home, but for work I have to, so I will be there up until Friday. So I really need to plan like what we are going to need for that particular week. So I have to keep all of those things in mind. And also what I do like to make note of is paydays. So I just put a little $ by when we get paid. We get paid weekly, and then I also get paid by monthly. So I get paid on the 15th of every month and then on the last day of every month. So having everything written down, it really gives me a good overview, an idea of how my month should flow. So what I need to plan for. And so I have some birthdays going on. And then also I am going to make a challenge for myself. And I asked you guys any money like challenges in my community tab here on YouTube, and I got a lot of suggestions. If you have any more, make sure you just leave that for us, because this is a community, guys, and I would really love for us to share successes with each other and really encourage one another to continue on this financial freedom journey. So one thing that I want to challenge myself is to have a 1 week where I only spend $25 for groceries. Like, that is crazy. I've done it before. And to put that extra $50, so I normally budget $75 a week, but having 1 week where I only do $25 and putting that extra $50 towards, it could either be towards my car savings account or towards debt, but I'm gonna see if we can do it. I think we could, but that is my little overview of the month. And now we're going to go ahead and get into the monthly budget. I had started writing out my sinking funds, but then I remembered that I created this and I have my sinking funds right over here. So I really didn't need to do that. But anywho, we are going to go ahead and just use the calendar as like a marking to make sure that I made note and budgeted for each of these. Now, another thing, after I write out my calendar view, I do have my budget in digital form. And I've mentioned this many times in my budgeting videos, but I highly recommend to get the Every Dollar app. And it looks, let me see if I can show you guys the app. It looks like this. And what's really nice about this is that you can just plug in all of your numbers. So, and it tells you it's an every dollar budget when you plug it in. So I budget for our income, and being that we get paid more often this month, I have to figure out, okay, well, this month it's going to be a little bit more because we have that extra paycheck. So I factor that in, and I am estimating a little bit less because the one thing I won't want to happen is me to over budget our income and not being able to make these bills and the sinking funds work. So what I am going to walk you through is the every dollar very quickly. So we have our income, we have our giving option, the savings that we are doing. So I am currently saving for a car, and then all of our bills. So I have everything plugged in to every dollar, and we had our budget meeting. So my husband and I agreed on a few things here, and I'm really excited. And I feel like we are going to make progress, and any extra income that we receive that wasn't planned for, we're just going to put that extra towards our debt. So that is very exciting. So now let's go ahead and go through the income portion of our budget. So for my husband, since he is getting 5 paychecks, we have to figure that out of what his income will be. So we're estimating $3,090. And then for me, it's about the same because I only get 2 paychecks every month. So I'm budgeting $2,050. All right, so we are doing $30.90 plus $20.50, $5,140 is our total income. And now the tithe is 10%. So that'll be $514. The offering that we give to the ministry is $20. Now I feel like I'm gonna get a lot of questions about why I am doing an electronic or digital budget and also a worksheet budget. I like to have it written down and me actually writing it out because I feel like it goes in my brain where I know where things are going. This is just a quick thing for me to edit and change, but this is like the official, this is our budget, you know? I don't know, I might be a little weird, but I really enjoy pen to paper. I'm a pen to paper kind of girl. So now we're gonna go ahead and go through all of the bills that I have written here. So all of the things in red, that's everything that is our expenses. And I also listed here our groceries as part of our expense because I budget the same amount every month for groceries. So that's why I'm doing it that way. So now our mortgage is $1,473.30. HOA, this gets paid quarterly, but I like to separate a specific amount monthly so that I know I can pay that on a given day. So our HOA for this quarter is actually due October 1st, but for the month of September, we've already completed that amount that is due. So now in October, I have to plan for the next quarter when our bill is due. And now our water bill, I'm gonna budget $80. Electric, $130. Now our phone bill for this month is officially $96.17. It was $30 more. Last month was the last payment, our installment payment for our phone. They added an extra $30 to our bill. So now we paid off our phone and that has dropped our phone bill. So yes, I will take a lower payment any day. So I'm very happy that now our phone bill is officially $96.17. Last month I budgeted for that because I thought, oh, we paid off our bill, but I didn't realize that they have already included the $30, that last payment. So that was a big confusion on my part. Our internet is $65.99. I wish that I can get this lower, but everywhere I have looked, there's probably like 2 places here. I live in Florida. We have Spectrum, and then there is oh my gosh, I can't think of that other name that I have seen people using. But honestly, it's about the same. For the speed that I use for internet, I might as well just stick with Spectrum, which is paying like $66 just for internet, I think is just the craziest thing. But they make their money for sure. Like, that is just, I don't understand. Another thing is the ADT. We have a contract with them. And if I were to close it, I called about this to see if I can close out my account or get a lower payment or whatnot. And there will be a serious penalty if I were to close this account, which it just drives me crazy that they do this. So I think I have to wait another year before I can close it without a penalty. For gas, this is for the both of us. I'm going to budget $300. We do have a car lease that I have actually, and that's $266.50 in a few months. I want to say we have about 9 more payments left on my car lease. So we're just going to stick it out and complete our car lease, and then we're saving up for the car. So I'm very excited to be car debt free. Guys, the moment that we become debt free, I'm going to cry, I'm going to dance, I'm going to scream. It will be the craziest feeling. Like, for me to even think that we are going to be debt free, it seems impossible. But the fact that I see so many people in our budget community, I hear their stories on how they became debt free, and it just like makes me want to kick debt in the face, punch it in the face. So yes, that is how I feel. And I have also gotten a lot of questions about this Disney Pass, and if it's not important. So this is my budget, and I share my videos to really give people an idea on how a budget could potentially be laid out. So everybody's budget is personal, and this is personal information that me and my husband, feel okay to share, because I know that there are a lot of people that don't know how to set up a budget. There are a lot of people that get lost in the process. So I share this to give people an idea on how something can be laid out, and it's simple. So one thing that I don't ever want to make it seem that I am telling you this is the only way, to make a budget. I give you guys my suggestions, what I think is helpful. It's my opinion and it's my budget. And so the Disney Pass, this is something that my husband and we made a decision a while back to get Disney memberships, because for us, we go to Disney all the time. That is like our date night. That is our little adventure. We love it. We enjoy it. And it's really close to our house. And so paying $63 monthly, it really supplements the amount that we would have withdrawn for a date night, because we're enjoying the time. We usually eat at home, and then we go out and we may have a drink or something from Starbucks. So this is okay with us. We can fit this in our budget, and it works for us. So it may not work for you, and that's okay. But to say that this is not important, that's your opinion, and this is my budget. So I hope that wasn't rude. I wasn't trying to make it be rude, but I just want you guys to know, like, it's okay to tweak a few things in your budget and to make it work, and it's perfectly fine. Anyways, let's move on. I do have a P.O. box, and that gets deducted quarterly as well, and that is $23 that gets auto deducted. So that's a very small box that I have. It's the smallest, actually. Spotify, we have that, $14.99. iTunes, this is for storage. I pay that monthly. It's 99 cents. Our car insurance, this is $211.77. And then we have 2 life insurances, mine and my husband's. So let me go ahead and add that up. We have one that is $12.70 is one, and $17.78 is for my husband. So the total life insurance that we are budgeting for is $30.48. All right. ID theft. This is just a like monitoring for our identity and all of that. We'll get alerted if something were to go wrong. I got this through Xander Insurance. So $12.90 is for both me and my husband for anything to be monitored. And it's really nice. Our credit card, we have a credit card. It is our only credit card actually that has a balance, $67. And then for groceries, we are going to be budgeting for $300. So now most of you guys have heard the formula that I have shared, and that is by the recommendation of Jordan Page. She recommends setting aside $100 for each person in your household, starting at $300. And now she recommends to do this for anything that's consumable. But what I have found through experience is that is doable. It totally is. She says that this should be for any pet food, any paper products, anything like that would go under the grocery bill. But I have 2 dogs, and it was like not working out because to get their food, and we get their food probably every week. It probably lasts a week and a half. And so we were running over our grocery budget. So we have now set aside a specific amount for our pet. That is what is going on here. So now let's go ahead and add up what our total fixed expenses are. All right, so the total amount of our expenses is $3,329.04. Okay, so now down here I just have written, you'll take your income, subtract your giving, and subtract your total expenses, and that'll give you an amount. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. So $51.40 minus $534 minus $33.29.04. So that leaves us with a remaining balance of $1,276.96 that we have to still figure out what we're gonna do with. So with the Every Dollar app, it's basically the name of the app. You wanna budget every dollar and give it a home. So what my husband and we spoke about, and we were trying to figure out, okay, are we going to put it towards debt? What are we going to do, right? So these are the sinking funds that we are going to be filling. So we have our car maintenance, Christmas, date night, eating out, gifts for the home. So this could be like for decor, anything like that. We're going to set aside funds for our dogs, some spending, and this is for like clothing, getting my hair done, my husband going to the barbershop. That is all under the umbrella of spending. I don't have like those separate categories for that. Toiletries and vacation. We are going away in November to visit family in New York, and I'm really excited. It's been like 2 years since I've been there, so I cannot wait to see everyone. So we want some like spending money for that. So let me go to my sinking funds line. So I am no longer budgeting for anniversary. I will do that as it gets closer next year for my anniversary. We'll probably start in the beginning of the year for that. So that's why that's no longer a part of our sinking funds for this month. So car maintenance, my husband, he needs a few things for his car. We need to get some oil changes. So we're going to go ahead and slowly like budget out for getting him new tires and the wheels and all of that. So the amount that he came up with, actually, since he knows more about this than I do, is $340. For Christmas, we have a specific amount that we want to have for our Christmas fund. And I have shared this in a video. I'll try to link it up above here for you guys to check out. But I really walk through step by step how to come up with a specific number for sinking funds. So the amount this month that we're going to set aside is $77 for date night. And this is just, we want to go Friday nights for pizza, at least a couple of times a month. So we're planning to do this twice this month on a Friday night. We love pizza and we love this restaurant that's near our house. They seriously serve the best pizza. I mean, nothing beats New York, to be honest. But that is what we're going to treat ourselves for date night and then go to Disney. And now eating out, we do plan on like going out to eat a little bit more. And I know some of you may be like, whoa, Lizzie, like hold off. But we like to go out with our friends and we still want to have a life. Like we don't want to not go anywhere. We still want to do things and get out of debt as well. So that is just our thought on this. We are still going to be focused on being out of debt and making any extra money. It will go towards that. But we do want to have something where we can go out and say yes to friends. So we are budgeting $100 for eating out. For gifts, we are going to set aside $60 for the month. For our home fund, $20 because I really haven't spent anything in my cash envelopes recently. So that's been really nice. For pet, we're going to budget $60 for that. For spending, I haven't gone to the hair salon in like over a year. It was actually a year ago, October, that I got my hair cut and styled. So I'm going to treat myself to getting my hair cut because I need it. I haven't gone. My ends are dead. And then also my husband, he's going to be going to the barbershop every couple of weeks. So that is really where the majority of the spending is going. And that is going to be $150 that we're setting aside. Toiletries, about $20 for that. Let's see, vacation. As I mentioned, we're going up to New York. So we're going to set aside $112 for this month. So that can get us by. Now let's go ahead and add up the sinking funds totals. All right, so $979. Let me go ahead and double check that. $979 is my total sinking funds amount. So now if we take the remaining amount that we were left with and we subtract $979, that still leaves us with a balance of $297.96 that we have to do something with that, okay? So now what we are going to be doing is paying, let me see, our car fund savings. We want to put $200 for that. And then the difference, so now subtracting the 200 from this is left with $97.96. So that is going to be towards extra debt payment is going to be $97.96. This is my monthly budget setup. I am seriously loving this setup. This will eventually be available, but I am still working on a few things. I've been working really hard on some ideas that I have. But yeah, so this is really how I set up my monthly budget and the step-by-step process. And I hope that you guys find this helpful and you can kind of see that it really doesn't have to be difficult. It just needs to make sense for you and for your family. So as long as you are setting realistic numbers and realistic goals for your monthly budget with your family and really discuss this with the people that are in your home on, does this make sense? Is there something that I may have missed? Because that's what I do with my husband. We have a, little powwow sit down and we run the numbers and we decide does this make sense for this month and for our goals? So I really hope that you found this helpful. If you did, make sure you hit the thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you guys in a brand new video. Bye guys!